Hello guys, Butterbean's back. Today I want to talk about a excuse me, I want to talk about a particular shotgun I've had for a while. And the reason I want to talk about this shotgun is because I just recently found out that a family member of mine just recently purchased one of these. And they're pretty cool guns. The only difference between the one he's purchased and the one that I have here is going to be the barrel length. Okay, I think the one he purchased, he said, has a 22-inch barrel. This one here actually has a 26-inch barrel. But since he hadn't had an opportunity to take it out and shoot it, and he don't know right now at that time, right now, how long it's going to be before he takes it out and shoots it, I just thought, well, why not just make a video of this particular shotgun to kind of give him an idea of how reliable these shotguns really are. Now, what I'm going to do today is just talk a little bit about the characteristics of this particular gun, and then we're going to set up and I'm going to shoot 3 different loads through it, okay? And I'm going to do it at 25 yards downrange. It's nothing scientific. You can call it an accuracy test or you cannot call it that. I'm going to shoot a birdshot load through it. We're going to see what the spread is at 25 yards. Then I'm going to shoot a buckshot load through it, and then I'm going to shoot 2 slugs through it. Now again, this is not going to be a scientific test. I'm going to be doing this from a standing position, and I'm just going to see how accurate I can actually shoot it, although I know how accurate I can shoot it because I've shot it quite a lot. And normally when I'm hunting with this gun, and that's the only reason I have this gun is to hunt with, I set my slugs up and I practice at about 40 to 45 yards. But today, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it at 25 yards. Okay? Now, what kind of shotgun is this? Well, this is a Mossburgh Maverick 88, okay, model 88. It's chambered in 20 gauge, same type of shotgun my future son-in-law has. Again, his has a 22-inch barrel. This one here is a 26-inch barrel. Now, I'm very, very fond of this gun because it truly is, as they advertise, an all-purpose shotgun. I have took it through the woods many a days. I've bumped the stock up against trees. I've run the barrel across briars and scratched it up. And guess what? It just keeps on ticking. Now, I've never even cleaned this gun. As many times as I have shot this shotgun, I have never once cleaned it. And yes, shame on me, I should clean it. And I intend on cleaning it, but I intend on cleaning it after deer season, okay? Now, what are some of the characteristics about this shotgun? Well, when mine came new, okay, mine has a plug in it. I never took that plug out. It has a plug in the tube, so I'm limited to 2 3/4 inch shells in the tube with 1 in the chamber. So that's three shells that I can get in this gun with 2 3/4. I can only get 1 3-inch shell in the tube and 1 3-inch in the chamber. Now, question being, why don't I just take the plug out? It's very simple to take out, okay? I've took them out of my other shotguns. Well, my other shotguns, I don't hunt with them, okay? And I'm only deer hunting with this one right now, and I may take it out squirrel hunting after deer season. I don't know that yet. But I have no need to taking the plug out, okay? I may later on, when I break it down and take it apart and clean it up, just go ahead and take the plug out and leave it out. But for the time being, there's no reason to, okay? If I can't hit a deer with 3 buckshot rounds in it, then why waste 2 more shells? Amen? So I just leave the plug in it, and that's a little bit of humor there. But anyhow, let's look at the characteristics of this before we shoot it anymore, just to get an idea of what this gun is made of. Now, I think it's pretty similar to the Mossburgh 500. I had a Mossburgh 500 years ago, chambered in 12 gauge. I do know that the Mossburgh 500 safeties are right here on top of the receiver. This particular trigger safety is right here in front of the trigger guard. I'm not sure about the forearm release, the pump release. This particular one is behind the trigger guard. In other words, when you load a shell up, or if you eject a shell that's a live round, you just simply press the button and pull the forearm back, the pump action back, okay? Now, when you fire in the gun, then you're not gonna have to worry about that button right there. You're just gonna cycle it, okay? But when you initially load one up, then you're gonna have to press that button right there. Now, question being, why do I have a strap on it? Well, the strap ain't for looks. I use this strap. I just throw it over my shoulder, or I put it on my back. And the reason being is because I'm normally carrying a stool with me, and it's just easier for me to carry the gun on my back, walking out through the woods, and then I just take the gun off and I'm ready to go. Okay, so it does come with these connections for your strap. Okay, I just put this one on it. I've had this one on it ever since day one I've owned the shotgun. Other than that, I think that's about all the features you're gonna need to know. Now, it comes factory with a modified choke tube. I've never took that choke tube out. I found it to be reliable with everything I need it for with a modified choke tube, but I do know there's other choke tubes out there available, and I've just never really had a reason to purchase any more choke tubes. So without further ado, let me pause the video. I'll get the target for the first birdshot shot and set it up, and then we'll take a shot at this particular target. We'll just see what the spread is. Again, this is going to be at 25 yards. Okay, so let me get the target before I pause the video. Okay, again, this is going to be the target. It's nothing scientific, just a crude old target. And what we're going to be shooting is going to be the Winchester 2 3/4 with a 7/8 ounce 8-shot. It's rated at 1,200 feet per second, 25 yards, and I'm going to shoot one round through the shotgun, and I'm going to do this standing up. Now, question being, why ain't you going to use a rest? Well, I have no reason to, because in real time, I'm not using a rest when I'm deer hunting. I may be sitting down when I take a shot. I may be standing up. I may be leaning against a tree. I don't know. I don't know what the situation may be at that particular time. But I can tell you that I'm not going to take a rest out with me. So I want to do this in reality speaking, in real time. Okay, so I'm going to be standing up and taking the shots. Now, what I do like about this shotgun is that it has a double bead sight. The sight on the end of the barrel is like a pearl sight. And then, let's see, about about 10 to 12 inches back is going to be this brass sight. And what I do like about it is it's very accurate, especially with shooting slugs, if you line these sights up together. Okay, so you can actually get your elevation right if you line this brass bead up with this little pearl sight right here. And it really is a very accurate shotgun. Okay, now is it going to be accurate today with me shooting it? I have no clue, but trust me, I have put it on an arm at a bench rest at 45 yards and hit within a 5-inch circle. Okay, maybe even a 4-inch circle, shot after shot after shot. But again, that's from a bench rest. Okay, today I'm just going to be standing up, lining the sights up best I can, and I'm gonna just take a shot, crack shot, and see where the slugs end up, where the buckshots end up, and where the bird shots end up. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video, set the target up, start the video back up, and let's take a shot, and let's see what the spread is with a modified choke tube out of a 26-inch barrel. Now, speaking to my future brother or son-in-law, which we consider him family right now, I don't know what the spread would be on a 22-inch barrel with buckshot and with bird shot. I have no clue, but the slugs are going to be pretty comparable. They're going to be pretty close. Okay, so Jay, if you out there watching this video, I just wanted you to know that. Okay, so let me pause the video and let's try again. Let's set everything up. Okay, guys, let's give this a whirl. Now, this is what I'm going to shoot in terms of the buckshot. It's like I said earlier, it's the Winchester AA, 20 gauge 2 3/4, 1,200 feet per second, 7/8 ounce, 8-shot. Okay, I'm going to shoot one at that 25-yard target down there, and pause the video, go down and get the target, and we'll take a quick look at it. Okay. Okay, let me pause the video. Okay guys, I don't know if you can see this real good if the camera picks it up. I guess I should have taken this one and put it out with a white background, so to speak. But I can tell you that it has a beautiful spread, okay? Now this is 25 yards. This gun here will be a really good skeet or trap shooting gun, dove hunting, quail hunting, squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting. Man, it'd be a beautiful gun to have to use for that one reason, okay? But you can see at 25 yards, it's really concentrated right here in the center, and then it really spreads out. So that modified choke tube, to me, is perfect for these particular shotguns. Okay, so that's what the first one actually looks like. Shooting birdshot with a 20 gauge at 25 yards using Winchester's AA's at 1,200 feet per second, number 8 shot. Okay, so next we're going to set up and take a shot with the buckshot. Okay. Okay guys, next we're going to take a shot at 25 yards with the buckshot. Okay, now what I've got today is the Federal 20 gauge Magnum buckshot. It has 18 pellets. It's number 2 buck. It's rated at 1,100 feet per second at the muzzle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a crack at this. We'll bring the target back over and we'll take a look at it and see what the spread is at 25 yards. Okay. Again, I've actually had a pretty good spread at 40 yards with this back earlier in the summer. But again, I'm had it on a rest. Today, I'm gonna be just standing up, taking a crack shot at it and see what it looks like after it's all said and done, okay? So let's take a shot at it. This is it, 3-inch. Okay guys, here it is. I went ahead and counted. All 18 pellets actually hit this piece of cardboard. This cardboard's about 20 inches by 20 inches. So I think that's pretty good with a modified choke tube at 25 yards. Now at 40 yards, when I did it earlier in the summer, 9 out of the 18 pellets hit this cardboard in a similar size. Now I had it longer because I was trying to mimic like the length of a medium-sized doe deer, but just for the sake of this video today, I just cut out a 20-inch by 20-inch. But that's using a 3-inch Magnum shell to 1,100 feet per second, 18 pellets at 25 yards. So I think that's a pretty decent spread with a modified choke tube. Now, yeah, the question being, well, why don't you step down in the size of your choke tube? I've considered that and may do that. But right now, the area that I hunt at, I'm never going to take a shot beyond 40 yards. And I know several of those shots, of those pellets, when I was out here practicing earlier in the summer, I know 3 of those are kill shots. I mean, perfect kill shots. Out of them 9 that actually hit this piece of cardboard. The other 9, I have no clue where they went, but yeah, that's 15 more yards past where we're shooting at today. But for the sake of today, we had all 18 pellets to cover this piece of cardboard. Again, that's a 3-inch Magnum number 2 buckshot. Okay, so let's set up the next target and shoot 2 slugs, standing up, lining these beads up, and let's just see how close to this little orange centerpiece right here we can get. Okay. Okay guys, last but not least, we are going to shoot 2 slugs to this shotgun, okay? These are 20 gauge Winchesters, 2 3/4 inches, with a velocity rated at 1,600 feet per second, 3/4 ounce. I'm gonna shoot 2 through the shotgun to the target, and we're just gonna see how close to that little orange dot we can get, okay? Now again, this is from 25 yards. I can tell you from 40 yards on a bench rest, or 45 yards, excuse me, it's extremely accurate. But that, again, is on a bench rest. Lining up these two bead sights. Today, I'm gonna do it just standing up. So I wanna do this in real time, just like if I was out deer hunting, sitting on my stool or standing up beside a tree or what have you. I wanna do it in real time, but we're only gonna do it for the sake of this video at 25 yards, okay? All righty. These do have a little pop to them. They pop more than that 3-inch buckshot. Okay guys, here it is. Now this here was the wad it went through. I actually seen that traveling down range. Now here's the two shots, standing up at 25 yards, lining up the beads the best I could. I know when you're in a situation with a deer walking out on you, you may not be able to get that steady. I don't really know. But I do know that this gun is extremely accurate using a rifle slug. Now it's a smooth bore barrel, but it is extremely accurate. This was the first shot. This was the second shot. I kind of hurried this shot, but still, it's well within a range. I really believe at 30, 35 yards, either one of these two could have been a kill shot on a deer, okay? Not using a bench rest or anything like that. But anyhow, that concludes this video. I just wanted to thank you guys for your attention. I wanted to make this again for my future son-in-law, and I wanted him to see how these guns actually shoot, because again, he purchased one just like it with just a little shorter barrel. So there's not gonna be much difference in 4 inches, I don't think. But anyhow, thank you guys. I'm sorry for a very crude video, for a very unprofessional video. I'm no actor, okay? I'm just a regular old Joe, and I just wanted to make this video and go ahead and upload it to YouTube. I know there's many videos on this particular shotgun on YouTube, but I just wanted to do one, you know, for myself, again, for the family member that purchased one of these. And I just wanted it uploaded to get it up on my video stream. Okay, all righty. Well, thank you guys. It is what it is. God bless y'all, and you have a happy Thanksgiving. Butterbean out.